If anybody's telling you we don't ever get jealous, we never have to deal with that, they're probably lying to
Liars!
you.
And it's not even the feeling of jealousy, it's more how you manage that and how you act on that jealousy.
Oh, she's got big boobs and I got small boobs or whatever. The women are like, yes, you know, you get it. What's up, people?
Yo.
We are Car and Bry. Our channel is all about relationships, you guys. So, what better way to talk about relationships than to talk about jealousy? Like, it's a founding father of relationships, okay? Every relationship deals with it at one point or another. And if you're here, like, props to you for wanting to better yourself or better it for your partner.
And we want it to be more like a, I don't know, discussion type format and not like us lecturing you,
For sure.
right? So hopefully it doesn't come across as like we're sitting as kings of the castle and we're like, here's how you must do it, because that's not necessarily true. We're just sharing what worked for
Right,
us.
100%. And let me tell you, we're in a really, really, really good spot right now. Maybe throw in another really, we're in a great spot with our relationship when it comes to jealousy. Like, I feel like we have overcome so many challenges with that. We have had our fair share of jealousy issues in our relationship. If anybody's telling you we don't ever get jealous, we never have to deal with that, they're probably lying to you.
Liars!
It's such a freaking normal part of having a relationship because if you really care about your union and your partner, if something comes in as a threat to that, you're gonna like feel some type of way and it's probably not gonna be a good feeling, you know what I mean? So it's normal, it's human, and it is a good thing that you care about your relationship.
I agree with that. And it's not even the feeling of jealousy, it's more how you manage that and how you act on that jealousy,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
How do you manage that? How do you talk to your partner about that?
You can be toxic as hell and
Yeah.
lash out and like be petty, and that's just not going to be helpful for anybody. My last relationship, I can tell you right now, there was not a sense of trust with each other. Talk about feeling insecure and like a rough foundation. If you don't have some level of trust to begin with, jealousy is really easy to stumble upon. And even if you feel like I'm a good person, like I support other women and like I feel really confident in myself, like I know I'm a catch, but then as soon as you see another woman who you probably would have like been friends with and like lifting her up, talk to your partner and like you feel that threat coming in, it can really turn you into a nasty person.
You'll be put in a situation where you're going to feel jealous and you're going to want to act right away. And the key is to just hold on for a second, just think for a second, and really think, is what I'm feeling real? And is it real because I care about that individual? Or is it real because I really can't trust them?
For sure. If I know like we're good, I feel so much more confident. Like, and I just trust you in a way that I never did in my last relationship because there was infidelity issues on both sides. Like, I just feel like if you know that your partner has your back, it's a lot easier to deal with jealousy. That's not to say that it's never going to come into place. That just means that there's going to be less that's going to shake your confidence. Along the lines of when we first started talking, your past can really dictate how you show up in a present relationship, right? So, people that have toxic relationships in the past, they can come into a relationship that's totally great and like have a partner that is by their side 100% and still feel like these feelings of fear that their person's going to go cheat on them, and it has nothing to do with that person. It just takes time, and that's what I experienced is time to heal and realize from experience firsthand. You see over time that that person isn't going to treat you like your ex did, that it really like clicks for you. Sometimes words don't do it justice. You just like, it's time and that person really showing up for you that heals that jealousy part.
I love what you said there. It is, in most cases, never about what you say, but more about what you do and how you act.
For sure.
So remember that.
Yeah. When we first started dating, I mean, Brian's divorced. So it was a unique situation in the fact that, like, Brian's talking to this person that he has had sex with for many years of his life, very often because they had a kid together. I mean, like that, hello, jealousy 101. Like that's a situation that a lot of people would feel jealous in because they're communicating very often and will for many years ahead. It would have been really easy for you, and still to this day would be very easy for you to have an affair with her because you're in close parameters with her often. So, in my mind, I'm coming from all of this like relationship trauma from the past, and I'm like creating these scenarios in my mind. You guys, if you are the type of person that does this, where you fantasize about awful situations and you create these like messed up scenarios, stop. Oh my gosh. I did it to myself for so long for no reason. For what? Brian's being a great partner and supporting me, and I'm like, he's doing this, creating all these things in my mind. Look at the facts and look at like how your partner's really showing up for you.
I think that's well said. Try to lean on the facts,
Yes.
remove the emotion, right? And look at it from that standpoint. And normally that will point you in the right direction
Yeah.
because, like what you said, otherwise it's so easy to play the what if game.
Oh, for
And
sure.
we're all terrible about what ifing negative. No one ever goes, what if everything's good? We're always like, oh hell, what if I miss this, or what if I don't hit that, or and then you just spiral out of control.
Yeah. Spiral's a great word for it.
Yeah.
Jealousy is in some way a form of comparison. And if you had no comparison in your life, if you weren't comparing at all, your jealousy would be so minimal because you're not feeling like there's a threat to your relationship because you're solid, right? So I want to say that in a way that's not feeling like, oh, you're the problem. It's more so like really looking inward and being introspective and thinking, in what ways am I comparing myself to whatever person it is, whatever threat to the relationship is outside of yourself? And if it is a feeling of, if she's like a go getter, she's super successful in her career, how can you take those things and make it a positive criticism for yourself? Right? Are there ways that you're feeling insecure? And is it showing you? Because relationships are a mirror, you guys, of showing you ways that you can improve in so many aspects. But if I'm like, okay, I know that person is killing it in these areas, and that's actually something that not even because Brian wants it, but that's an area that I myself really wish I would was more successful at. How can I build that up in myself or build more confidence in myself? And if it's like, for example, if you're like, oh, she's got big boobs and I got small boobs or whatever, this, oh my gosh, the women are like, yes, you get it. It's a thing, okay? But if it's something that you can't control, know that your partner is not with you for one physical attribute or another.
100%
And if
correct.
you are a freaking stellar partner and you know like my partner can confide in me with anything and I know I am great to him, your partner's not going to give a crap about Susie's boobs. Like he knows what he's got at home and he's not going to risk it if he's a good person for Susie's boobs.
100% correct. I think the dudes could even get my back by putting some comments below, but they would 100% agree. It's not about that. Like you have to be physically attracted to your partner, but again, like beauty fades with age, so that stuff goes away. Like you want to be attracted to someone, but you also want to be attracted to who they are on the inside. And
Yes.
that's what matters the most, not Susie's boobs.
Get out of here, Susie.
Get out of here, Susie. We're taking.
One of the best things that we've learned as a couple is instead of accusing, just sharing how you feel. When I saw you talking to this person, I felt insecure or was feeling anxious or whatever. Like, talk about your perspective. If I'm just honest and I get down to the root of how I'm feeling, even though it sounds childish or it sounds like I'm a baby or it's going to make me seem jealous, I feel like anytime I'm more vulnerable with you, you perceive that so much better than if I'm accusatory or angry with you.
Absolutely. And I think most guys would agree with that, right? It's when you're like, hey, why were you talking to that girl?
For
Instead
sure.
of coming out and going, hey, I noticed you're talking to another girl. She looks attractive. that kind of hurts my feelings because of XYZ. It does reframe the question in a matter that's easier for me to understand where you're coming from. And it's not just a, hey, I want to get after you. It's more like, this is the impact on me.
Right.
And then when we talk it out, we both laugh about it. We're like, oh, okay, it's nothing. It's nothing on your end. It's nothing on my end. But then we also have a really good like building block for our communication. And then I feel like those conversations continue to get easier because we're always having that communication. And thinking back to when Cara and I first got together, and it wasn't very first. I don't know, babe. What were like a year in or something?
Yeah.
You had someone from your previous life, we'll call it that, who had reached out to you, and that for sure had made me jealous. Only because we had had conversations about your past life and about this individual. So I think that would be beneficial to share.
Yeah.
With everyone.
And there was like a, hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well kind of thing beforehand. And then it was like, okay, I'd love to get on a call with you and like reconnect, whatever. And I immediately was like, I'm sorry, I'm seeing someone and I really want to, like, I don't want to do anything that's going to make them question my loyalty with them. And I told Brian the whole extent of the conversation, and was a little bit nervous, of course. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know how you were going to respond to that. But um, I mean, you can share your perspective, but I do feel like you thought me being honest with you and open with you and telling you that made you trust me more.
It did. And I think the way Carly presented it was good. She started off like that. My heart sank a little bit, but she said, here is what I told that individual. And not only did she walk me through it, I mean, she let me read the text too. Not like she had to do that. But again, the way it was presented was just like, okay, it was such a relationship builder for us. I mean, I think that's what accelerated the trust that we had for one another. Just being able to say, you were hit up by someone else from your past life. You were able to look at that and say, you know what, I'm good. I've moved on. I wish you the best. I hope you move on. And then let's move forward.
For sure.
So it was fantastic the way you had sat me down. Hey, I want to be open and honest with you. You can read through my text. In fact, going off on a little tangent, I mean, our phones are open. We know the passcode to each other. We don't look at each other's phones. She's welcome to whenever she wants. She can look at whatever she wants.
Yeah, same.
But I don't ever have that feeling like I got to go in there and see what's going on. Like I
Right.
just trust Carly 100%.
Same here. Same here. And Brian has done the same to me on the lines of sharing information that could have caused a fight. You know, you've shared with me situations where an ex of yours also was wanting to get back with you multiple times, by the way, but every single time you had shared that with me of, hey, here's what was said. I said no, you know, like, of course, at the end of the day, like, we're always going to have each other's backs, but things like that just happen. And there's going to be people that have a crush on your significant other or fall in love with your significant other or whatever. And you can't avoid that. That's just a part of life, especially if you have an awesome partner. Like, if they're hot and like they're a good person, like people are going to love them. So there's always going to be somebody that's going to come in and try and get your partner to be with them. It's just coming back to knowing that no matter what, you're going to be honest with each other, open with each other, and also have each other's backs.
Yep, 100%. I think the takeaway is jealousy doesn't mean your relationship's broken. It just means there's an opportunity for both parties to communicate.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Jealousy, like a lot of things, is just information. Like it is your mind giving you a signal for something. And so you need to determine, what is that telling me about my relationship, about myself, and be introspective. The easiest thing is to just lash out and be like, it's your fault. Like, how dare you talk to this person in front of me? Like, you have no respect or whatever. Like, it's so easy to go down the rabbit hole. But the hardest thing to do is be introspective and be like, okay, what can I do about this? And like, what is this telling me about me? That's the hardest thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's so much easier to just act out of emotion. But again, if we go back to the facts, let's look at those first.
Bottom line, guys, Brian and I aren't just like talking on YouTube for no reason. We're doing this for you. And hopefully, there's somebody out there that we can help. So, truly, if there is something that you're dealing with when it comes to jealousy, if there's a situation that you're kind of chewing on and like maybe just want an outsider's perspective, we would love to help you. Please comment. We'll be answering comments and responding to any questions or issues you're having when it comes to jealousy.
Also, if you guys have encountered stuff that's worked in your relationship, we'd love to hear about that as
Yes,
well. Like, here's what we do in our relationship when we experience jealousy and how you guys overcome that, because your comments could help someone else
for
going through the
sure.
same thing, right? Everyone is a different person at the end of the day. So I think seeing other people's perspectives and points of view will allow you to resonate with whichever one makes the most sense for you guys in your relationship. Thanks for tuning in, for paying attention, for contributing to the channel. We appreciate
Yes.
you guys.
Yes. See you next time.
See ya.